Foamers, thank you for tuning in. I'm so excited to bring you guys on this little tour of the Adidas store on 5th Avenue in New York. I recently visited it and thought, hey, why not bring you guys along, because it is such a gorgeous store, as you can already see. So I thought I'd bring you along. Throughout the store, you'll see so many cool little things. They have videos going on that are always very motivational, because they're a sports store. That tends to be the cool thing about sports and what I love so much about them. And brands like Adidas and Nike just have a little hint of motivation to get your workout, or if you have athletic pursuits and all of that. So if you don't know, Parley is just kind of like an initiative Adidas has that they've partnered with, and they have some shoes made of all recycled material from, I believe it's bottles and stuff from the water, and that is very much meant to be towards water conservation. And so I've always wanted to get my hands on a pair, but they're really rare usually and hard to get your hands on, but they have little displays on it throughout the store, so that was pretty cool. So now we are going up to the second floor. The first floor was just pretty much displays. It was videos. You saw the Parley section, little designs like that. On the stairways, you'll see they have bleachers set up, and they actually have games you can watch going on. So we are going up to the second section. Hi, good, yourself? Good. Live a life in the streets. Okay, then we moved on to the second floor, and you can see this is where they have a lot of the female shoes, which is really cool to see so much NMDs in one place, and Adidas and Boosts and things like that. Obviously, if you're from Canada like me, it is tough to get your hands on them. They're not cheaper here, but they just have the best selection I've ever seen. If you've seen selection like this somewhere else in the States, so comment down below. I know there is other stores that have it. It's just very rare for me in Canada. And these olive green ones, oh my god. See, that's why I ended up not buying any, because I wanted those too. They're sparkly high tops, and there was just too many to pick from. I got overwhelmed and couldn't even decide what one pair I wanted. They did have some, they were encaged, and as you can see, I was totally that person walking around, taking pictures and doing videos, but you know what it is. And they have this little electronic thing you can go check out, and you can find specific shoes for the sport you're doing. I just saw basketball and soccer at this one. But yeah, you can see selection that they might not actually have in store, and then you can get them ordered in, all those kind of things, see different sizing, and just see what they have available in that store as well. So it's kind of nice. So if you're someone who doesn't always like to talk to the sales associate, you kind of like to do your own thing, you can just go check it out on there. Everything is really color coded in this store. I definitely noticed that. So you'll see a lot of all blue together, a lot of all white. It's very color coded, which is very aesthetically pleasing. I appreciated it. So the second floor is primarily female. As you can see, they have a whole section of the leggings and sports bras here, and they're all color coded in the different ones they have, which is so nice, because where I'm from, you can usually only get one or two styles. These ones I love, just the added design, the paneling, and the mesh. I've seen those in red, and I really wanted the red ones, but they didn't have them. Such a selection of sports bras, which is so cool. They have them different support, you can see there. They have the medium support. Up here is the more higher impact. So if my ladies need to be tied in, they got your back here. And they also have the ideal running shoe with Rungy, aka, I don't really know what that means, but they have a little track you can run on, so you can test out the shoes, see how they feel. I don't have any on, but I just decided to run across it like an idiot, because that's how I am. And they have well-dressed mannequins throughout for some shopping inspiration. Oh my god. But it was so pretty, so aesthetic. That's what I do love about Adidas. I'm a Nike girl, but Adidas Originals and all those, they definitely do have a bit more the fashion mainstream athleisure look. You can see they have this whole black and white original section, and hence that's where I got stuff from, but I'll do a haul if you guys want. It wasn't that big that I got from New York. I was just overwhelmed by just looking at things, let alone buying. And they do have the higher end stuff. If you know, Adidas does do a lot of collaborations with well-known public figures and influencers. Example, one of their most well-known is Stella McCartney, which is over, not over here, but throughout it. And yeah, just a lot more like high fashion ones. Cool, because they also have a bunch of their like more fashion Adidas stuff here, so like some of like Stella McCartney type lines and all that kind of stuff. Oh, sorry. Oh. And now I'm making a mess. So yeah, here is all their more like fashionable stuff here, and then a bit more of their like original lines. So very cool. So what I just showed was on the 3rd level, so that's where more like the fashionable section and the kids section is. We're gonna make our way down to the basement actually, which has a lot of the basketball stuff and a lot more of the men's shoes and sports catered towards that. So we're gonna head on down there. These are the Parley Adidas ones. They're made with like recyclable material. I've wanted these for forever. They only made like limited, but I want them so bad. Okay, down to the basement we go, which is catered towards more men down here. Hint for all you girls listening though, if you want to get guy shoes, I do it all the time. You just get 1.5 sizes below. So if you wear an 8 in women's, you're usually a 6.5 in men's. I find that for Nike and Adidas at least. So what I love down here is they had all the athletes for the basketball, like they had D Rose's section, they had James Harden. If you know me, I was a basketball player my entire life. I played college basketball. It has a very special place in my heart, so I always fangirl a little bit over this and seeing the different clothing they have for the big time athletes and superstars. So definitely love seeing all these because they are not easy to get in Canada, and it's something I'd actually really love to talk about more on this channel if you guys are open to it or interested. Obviously basketball and sports are such a passion of mine, and they were for over 20 years, and I still am a really big sports fan, and I just play it for fun. So if you would like me to talk a bit more about that and like show you going to games, just my overall passion for it. So like when I say going to games, like for example going to professional baseball, football games, or just me actually playing them. I'm obviously only in rec leagues now because I am away from college basketball now, but also I love just watching them, fantasy football, all those kind of things. It's a big passion of mine. So if you guys like that on the channel, I would love to bring you guys along with that. But if not, I understand. But yeah, I would love to show all passions of mine. Aside from fitness clothing, which I love, you guys know it's one of my biggest passions, but it's not my only passion. But here's the Stella McCartney line, which is gorgeous. If you've never seen it, it is not cheap by Adidas, but it is absolutely stunning always. And I definitely recommend it. It always tends to have a bit of a tennis feel to it, if that makes sense, and higher fashion. So cool. But now we're on to talk about cookies. Oh yeah. Yourself?
Thank you.
Good. Could I have a chocolate walnut cookie? And what would be the second most popular cookie after that?
Either the dark chocolate or the peanut butter.
I'll do the peanut butter. This is Libyan Bakery. Libyan, I don't know how to say it. It's like Instagram, Facebook famous for the giant cookies that everyone rips for. They're massive. And usually it's crazy lines, but I came Wednesday, like right early in the morning, so I got right in. I'll show it to you guys. I've been like, this is like #1 on my food list forever. Like it's pretty much the only thing I had in New York. Everything else is just exciting. But this, I'm excited for this. Cookies are my favorite food. I've had a lot. That was potentially the favorite bite of food I've ever had. It lives up 110 to the hype. Hello. Chocolate peanut butter. Oh my god. Try this one. Rating, the chocolate walnut one, is the best. But that's like the best cookie of all time. This chocolate peanut butter one is a brownie in essence. So if you love brownies more than cookies, you'll prefer this one. But if you're a cookie enthusiast like me, that potentially would be the best cookie you ever had. I even heard they like beat out Bobby Flay in a cook-off or a bake-off, I guess. Let me know if that's true, and like I believe it. I don't know what more you could want from a baked good, literally. 10 out of 10. And that's the best brownie. Not the best cookie I've ever had, best brownie. It tastes like crunchy, outside, gooey brownie. It's just the perfect crunch and gooey and moist, even though I hate that word. Just, ugh, so good.